Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Just wanted to check in. If you've noticed, I've been actually putting a lot of moon and cloud shots, nighttime shots, usually taking around 12:30, 1 o'clock, sometimes 2 in the morning, depending upon the position of the moon, how clear it is outside. Past couple nights, I've had some really good clear nights with some good clouds that have been really thin and really good design. I don't like to just take pictures of just any type of clouds. These clouds were just almost like they were painted on the sky. Those of you that may probably wonder how I do it, there's a lot in a good camera, especially a DSLR. You can actually control the amount of time that you allow the shutter to stay open. And in doing that and experimenting with it, you get really good effects. When I first started out, I had just blown out pictures because you got the moon, the light, everything was just blown out, and it made it look like daytime. That's not what you want. You want some of the surrounding subjects, objects around you, like the tree that you saw. There was no flash involved in that. Basically, all I had was a little illumination from the lamppost that was at the end of my sidewalk that just put just enough light on the tree so that when I allowed the shutter to stay open, and I used a 3-second shutter exposure, meaning when I clicked on that button to take the shot, it allowed the shutter to stay open for 3 seconds, allowing in that light source. Now, while that's happening, because of the fact that it's recording, basically almost like video, but it's taking a snapshot, it's recording during those 3 seconds what's going on. So if the clouds are moving, you're going to get that kind of ghostly effect as the clouds move by the moon. And basically that's what I was experimenting with the past couple nights. I got some really good shots. Took a lot of shots before I was able to finally put the ones that I liked out there, and then I also experimented with some black and white to see what it looks like. But those of you are interested in taking any type of nighttime moon shots, that type of thing, taking pictures of the moon is great if you have a really good zoom lens, 200 to 300 millimeter, so that you can get a lot of the details of the moon, the craters and everything else like that. But just the moon itself, especially if you're taking using a wide angle lens, and you just want a picture of the sky. A lot of times sky pictures just in themselves, unless you have a really good camera and you're getting a lot of star trails, and there's a lot of different places that especially in the city where there's too much light, you don't get the best pictures. The best time to do that is to go somewhere where there's no light at all, like out in the desert, somewhere. Not telling you have to go to the desert, but someplace where there's not a lot of light. There are a lot of people that go places, and they literally you take the exposure and actually capture the Milky Way, the strings of the Milky Way. If you know what the Milky Way looks like, it's like that spiral effect. Well, the arms of the Milky Way you could actually capture at a certain position in the sky. And if you have your camera and your settings right, not only do you get all the stars that are coming in and the light from those stars, but you're also capturing that Milky Way. But it's got to be super dark, no other lights around that are distractive, because the camera picks up on that light whenever you're doing the exposure. A lot of people will do like 30-second exposures or even an infinite exposure, which is called bulb setting on most cameras. And when that bulb setting is, basically that shutter will stay open until you say, I want you to shut. There have been people that have taken pictures that have left the shutter open for 20 to 30 minutes, especially in a really high dark environment. You're letting a lot of that light in, and there's a technique called painting. So if you have a lot of trees and buildings that may not have any lighting at all, or there's no lighting at all, a lot of people will take what they call a torch or a light torch, and basically a spotlight, and take that and paint it. And you can actually paint your subjects while that shutter's open. You can actually walk in front of the camera and it won't even record you because you're walking so fast. As long as you're painting your subjects, the trees, the buildings, whatever, you get that lighting effect while that shutter's open and being exposed to that. Won't see you, but it will see the lighting on the subjects, the trees, the buildings, the rocks, whatever you want. Go out and experiment. You know, if you have a point and shoot camera, it's a little bit harder to do because you're not able to choose the manual settings that you can on a DSLR. But challenge you, go out and just take pictures. Even if you have a point and shoot, just see what you can do with some of the settings. I play around with it all the time. I'm outside almost every night just taking pictures. Sometimes I get crappy ones, sometimes I get really good ones. You play with the, you know, the exposure settings. You play with basically the shutter speed, the ISO. ISO basically on a DSLR says how much light you want to allow in. So you start out at 100 and you go to 200, 400, 600, and so on, all the way up to, depending upon your camera, 3200 and higher with some better cameras. And those are really low light situations that allow that light to come in. So just so you know, I'm not obsessed with taking moon pictures, just stuff that I've been working on the past couple nights. But I just wanted to put that out there for those who are interested. Maybe wondered how I captured that. The light that you see on the red tree, which is perfect right now because it's fall and the leaves are changing. So I was able just to capture the redness of the tree and the moon and the sky. And on the left hand side, I was also able to capture Mars and some of the stars. If I wanted some more stars, I could have left that shutter open a little bit longer. But that was just something that I wanted to share with you guys because I know that a lot of you like to take pictures, and a lot of you are interested in photography, maybe don't know a lot about photography, but that's one of the things that I'm going to start doing is putting these videos out here. This is just an introductory, basically telling you what I'm doing. A little bit, you know, into the future, once I get things more organized in some software, I'll be doing tutorials, allowing you to see how I edit pictures and recording that. But I just wanted to put that out there to you, and hope you find these videos interesting. Hope they're not boring to you. I know sometimes I have like a monotone voice, but if you have any ideas or suggestions to make this better, please comment, message me, email me, send me a message, because I want this site to be not only educational but exciting for you, for those people who are into photography. Just wanted to say that, and you have a good week. Take care. Keep going out there and taking photos, man. Never stop. Take your camera everywhere with you, because you never know when you're going to find a situation when you're going to be able to take a good picture and you're going to hit yourself because you didn't have your camera with you. Always carry it with you. Always. That should be a part of you, just like your wallet and your purse. Carry your camera with you at all times. Okay, peace out. Have a good one, guys.